Everybody, this is Time Travel Beard, and this video is a short update about the Icarus shaders and some changes I made for this week's update. There's some bug fixes. One of the most notable visible changes is a change to the global illumination. Before, it could sometimes be very blocky like this. This left half is just showing the lighting. Because in the lower settings it does not check the textures, it just checks like whole blocks. So what this option does is it allows it to double check the screen space on all arrays. To make it less blocky. I'll show a few before and afters so you can decide if you'd want to use this. Here's before, here's after. So before, you can see that the grass, any light coming up from under the grass, if it was a whole block, gets caught by the grass and gets green, whereas afterwards more skylight is able to get through. With this, beforehand, it's regarded as an entire block, so all the wall next to it catches the light. Afterwards, much more skylight is able to get to the wall because it's double checking the screen space. Here's the plants. Before, you can see that since they're green, all the ground under them was just getting green. With this on, a lot more of the skylight is able to get in. Here's where it could be buggy on mobs. So before, it was just this block of grass. And it's probably some self-intersections. And then here it's double checking the screen space. So he gets global illumination just on him where it should be. Here's no example of before, after. You can also do like here, like before, none of the light was getting through them if it wasn't checking textures. Afterwards, it's coming out that crack. Grass before and then after. A lot of light's going through because it's checking the screen space. This can have some screen space jank, so it's not on by default yet. And then there's example of a sheep before and after. Here's this little flower before and after. When it's a whole cube, everything inside of that cube would automatically hit it. Here it is for this pot in a house. Here it's not full darkness, but it's darkening the entire block. And here light's able to get all around it. This also lets light go a little bit deeper into tree leaves because it can check more holes. Here's another before and afters. You see how much those flowers take up like the whole block. Then afterwards they don't. But there's still a little bit of global illumination coming off of them. So here's like a before. Here's an after. But default, it's still off because I need to test it more. I'll show where it is. Here's before and here's after. So you can see it does a much less intersection on smaller things. So where is it in the menu? It would be the place I thought made the most sense in quick performance is reflection detail and screen space check for all arrays. I just hit yes on that. And there we go. There's much more subtle bounce light for incomplete blocks. So that's it for this. That was the main notable thing. The other stuff was just some little bugs like sunset fog showing up underground in caves and stuff like that. So hope everybody's having a good week, and I'll talk to y'all soon.